from London. Naturally, I suppose not only Kensington Palace that's excited about the news, indeed the entire United Kingdom.
Absolutely. In fact, tributes have been flooding in for the royal couple who announced that they are expecting their very first child together just 5 months after they got married. So clearly wasting no time there. We knew, of course, that they were both really itching to have children. They'd spoken about it, about making sure that the time is right. And the announcement made as they both touched down, in fact, in Australia. They're on a 16-day tour of Australia, Fiji, Tonga and New Zealand. So that news being announced there. Of course, speculation has been rife, though, for the past few days, particularly, of course, after Friday, when it was the wedding of Princess Eugenie, and Meghan Markle seen there wearing, quite unusually for her, a long, fairly baggy coat, it must be said. She's usually wearing quite tight-fitted clothing, so that caused speculation to be rife about whether the couple could be expecting their first child. And as we understand it, it was at that wedding on Friday they actually made the announcement to the rest of the royal family before the official announcement which came out today.
And upon their arrival in Australia, do we know if they have said anything, the pair that is?
Well, the pair just said that they were very happy. Obviously, any new parent expecting their firstborn child is going to be at this stage. And no doubt throughout this 16-day tour, there will be many, many well-wishers along the route, wishing them very well. They are a rather popular couple. We saw that, of course, back in May when they got married. The amount of people that came to Windsor for that occasion and indeed watched the ceremony on their TV screens across the world. So a lot of people giving their congratulations to the royal couple. As expected, we know that the Queen it says that she's delighted with the news of yet another grandchild, and of course the Prime Minister Theresa May has given her regards to them. But of course many just ordinary people like you and me, Vuyo, will be wishing them well as well.
What have the people been saying, apart from obviously wishing them well and looking forward to welcoming the child? Was these sorts of events then tend to spark all sorts of things that people, tend to say?
You're absolutely right. Well, a lot of speculation, as always, is about when the baby is going to be born and, of course, what name they're going to choose for it. We know that Harry's brother and sister-in-law, William and Kate, have chosen rather traditional names. Harry, perhaps less so traditional, especially choosing an American wife, should you say. We could well see some rather obscure names coming out, but we won't know, of course, until much later down the line. In terms of when the baby is due, well, there's been a lot of speculation over this, of course. We believe that Meghan Markle has had her 12-week scan, and therefore the announcement has been made after that. And Kensington Palace announcing that the baby will be due in the spring, in the UK spring, which runs from roughly between March and May. And of course, a lot of people speculating that it could be the end of April that we are expecting that baby to be born. Much speculation over where it will be born as well. Of course, we've seen the past 3 royal babies of William and Kate being born in the Lindo wing of St Mary's Hospital. That's where William and Harry, of course, were born as well. It could possibly be there, or we may see something slightly out of tradition for this couple as well. So much speculation. A lot of people going to be watching the royal couple as the pregnancy progresses, of course, to try and get any more information out of them that they can do. But all eyes, no doubt, will be on roughly about April time to see, of course, when that baby is likely to appear. And then we'll have all of those important bits of information like the weight and indeed the name.
Any names that have been thrown around?
So far, it's really very early days, as you could imagine. They are expecting rather traditional names. Of course, a lot of people speculating that it could be an American name. And at the moment in America, the most popular names are Emma or Liam. Well, we're not really sure whether either of those will fit in with the royal family. We'll just have to wait and see. A lot of people actually commending Meghan Markle for taking an awfully long flight to Australia, and in the early stages of her pregnancy having to go on this 16-day tour. No doubt she's going to be rather well looked after as a royal, of course, but it's still quite a big thing for someone so early on in their pregnancy to take on, no doubt, and goes to show really how important her role as a new royal, and indeed the importance of the Commonwealth, is to Prince Harry with this tour, and doing this during a time where no doubt the couple will be making sure that everything is okay with Meghan Markle. But both are said to be delighted, no doubt, with the news announcing, of course, that they are expecting their firstborn.